Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will discuss Human Physiology MCQs part 1st. The main digestive enzyme in saliva is option A pepsin, B trypsin, C amylase and option D lipase. So the correct option is C amylase. Explanation is salivary amylase begins carbohydrate digestion in the mouth. Which ion is primarily responsible for depolarization in the neuron? Option A potassium, B sodium, C calcium and option D chloride. So the correct option is B sodium. Explanation is during depolarization, voltage gated sodium channels open, allowing sodium influx. Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update from our technologist. The pacemaker of the heart is option A AV node, B Purkinje fiber, C AC node and option D bundle of His. So the correct option is C AC node. The AC node initiates the electrical impulses that regulates heart rate. The primary site of gas exchange in the lungs is option A bronchi, B bronchioles, C alveoli and option D trachea. So the correct option is C alveoli. Alveoli are thin-walled structures where oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged. Which hormone regulates water reabsorption in the kidneys? Option A aldosterone, B ADH, C renin and option D ADP. So the correct option is B ADH. Antidiuretic hormone ADH increases water reabsorption in the collecting duct. Which structure connects muscles to the bones? Option A ligament, B tendon, C cartilage and option D fascia. So the correct option is B tendons. The tendons attach muscles to bones, enabling movement. Oxygen is transported in the blood primarily by option A plasma, B white blood cells, C hemoglobin and option D platelets. So the correct option is C hemoglobin. The hemoglobin binds oxygen in the lungs and releases it in tissues. Which vitamin is synthesized in the skin upon sunlight exposure? Option A vitamin A, option B vitamin B12, C vitamin C and option D vitamin D. So the correct option is D vitamin D. UV rays convert 7-dehydrocholesterol to vitamin D3 in the skin. Which enzyme breaks down starch into the maltose? Option A lactase, B amylase, C maltase and option D sucrase. So the correct option is B amylase. Explanation is salivary and pancreatic amylase hydrolyze starch into maltose and dextrins. Which ion is essential for muscle contraction? Option A sodium, B potassium, C calcium and option D, chloride. So the correct option is C, calcium. Calcium binds to troponin, causing conformational changes that allow actin-myosin interaction, leading to the muscle contraction. Which blood vessel carries oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart? Option A, pulmonary artery, B, pulmonary vein, C, aorta, and option D, vena cava. So the correct option is B, pulmonary vein. The pulmonary vein carries oxygen-rich blood from the lungs to the heart's left atrium. What is the function unit of the liver? Option A, nephron, B, hepatic lobule, C, alveolus, and option D, neuron. So the correct option is B, hepatic lobule. The hepatic lobule is the structural and functional unit of responsible for detoxification and metabolism in the liver. Which hormone increases blood glucose by promoting glycogen breakdown? Option A, insulin, B, glucagon, C, cortisol, and option D, thyroxine. So the correct option is B, glucagon. Glucagon stimulates glycogenolysis and gluconeogenesis, raising blood glucose level. Which blood component is mainly responsible for clotting? Option A, red blood cells, B, white blood cells, C, platelets, and option D, plasma proteins. So the correct option is C, platelets. The platelets segregate at injury sites and release factors that trigger clot formation. The exchange of gases in the lungs occurs in the option A, bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli, and option D, trachea. So the correct option is C, alveoli. Alveoli are thin-walled sacs where oxygen diffuses into the blood and carbon dioxide diffuses out. Which organ produces bile? Option A, pancreas, B, liver, C, gallbladder, and option D, small intestine. So the correct option is B, liver. Explanation is the liver produces bile which is stored in the gallbladder and aid in fat digestion. So this is very important MCQs. The exchange of gases between the alveoli and blood occur by option A, active transport, B, osmosis, C, diffusion, and option D, filtration. So the correct option is C, diffusion. Explanation: gas exchange in the lungs occurs by simple diffusion where oxygen moves from the alveoli, which is high concentration, toward low concentration, and CO2 moves in the opposite direction. Which enzyme initiates the digestion of proteins in the stomach? Option A, amylase, B, pepsin, C, trypsin, and option D, lipase. So the correct option is B, pepsin. The pepsin is secreted in the stomach as a pepsinogen and activated by Cl. It starts breaking down proteins into smaller peptides. Dear student, this is very important MCQs. Which type of joint is found between the atlas and axis vertebra? Option A, ball and socket joint, B. hinge joint, C. pivot joint, D. saddle joint. So the correct option is C. pivot joint. Explanation is the joint between the atlas C1 and axis C2 vertebra is a pivot joint allowing a rotational movement of the head, for example turning side to side. In humans, the normal resting heart rate is approximately option A 30 to 40 beats per minute, B 50 to 60 BPM, C 70 to 80 BPM, and option D 100 to 110 beats per minute. So the correct option is C 70 to 80 beats per minute. A normal adult's resting heart rate typically ranges from 60 to 100 BPM, but averaging heart rate is 70 to 80 beats per minute. So this is very important MCQ. The main respiratory pigment in human is option A hemoglobin, B blood cells, C myoglobin, and option D chlorine. So the correct option is A hemoglobin. Explanation is the hemoglobin in the red blood cells binds oxygen in the lungs and releases it in the tissues, making it the primary respiratory pigment. If you like this video, please सब्सक्राइब माई यूट्यूब चैनल। अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद है, बराए मेहरबानी मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल को सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर करें। Which blood vessels have valves to prevent backflow of blood? Option A arteries, B veins, C capillaries, and option D arterioles. So the correct option is B veins. Explanation is veins have valves that ensure one-way blood flow toward the heart, especially in the limbs where gravity opposes flow. Which of the following is a fat digesting enzyme? Option A pepsin, B amylase, C lipase, and option D trypsin. So the correct option is C lipase. Explanation is lipase breaks down triglycerides into glycerol and free fatty acids mainly in small intestine. The iron containing part of hemoglobin that binds oxygen is called option A globin, B heme, C ferritin, and option D transferrin. So the correct option is B heme. Explanation is heme is a prosthetic group of hemoglobin that contains iron which directly binds to oxygen molecules. Thank you for watching my videos.